has distinguished himself as an exceptional Chief Justice and is responsible for achieving unprecedented improvements in the administration of justice in California. Since assuming office in 1996, he has been a leader in transforming California's court system into a statewide system. Those efforts resulted in state funding for trial courts, the unification of 220 municipal and superior courts into 58 trial courts, one in each county, and the transfer of California's court facilities from county to state ownership. Chief Justice George has also fought to advance and protect full and equal access to a fair and impartial justice system. He has promoted statewide programs to serve the needs of all Californians and has been a consistent voice for the unrepresented, including those whose access may be limited by language, disability, or cultural unfamiliarity. Chief Justice George has also authored some of the most influential opinions on civil rights in the last decade. He has worked tirelessly with the legislature and successive governors, as well as within the judicial branch, to maintain strong and cooperative working relationships that were essential to accomplish the reforms that were central to the recognition and operation of our state judiciary. I respectfully ask for an aye vote to recognize the extraordinary and exemplary services of Ronald M. George as California's 27th Chief Justice.
Debate or discussion? Debate or discussion? Senator Harman.
Thank you, Mr. President and members. I stand in strong support of SCR 126. Chief Justice Ron George provided remarkable outstanding leadership and vision to the court system in California that's benefited all Californians, and he will be sorely missed upon his retirement. I encourage my colleagues on the Republican side to support this bill.
Is there further debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested. Aye. Alquist. Aye. Ashburn. Aye. Blakesley. Calderon. Aye. Cedillo. Aye. Cogdill. Corbett. Aye. Correa. Denham. DeSaulnier. Aye. Ducheney. Aye. Dutton. Emerson. Aye. Flores. Aye. Hancock. Aye. Herman. Aye. Hollingsworth. Huff. Kehoe. Aye. Leno. Aye. Liu. Aye. Lowenthal. Aye. Negrete McLeod. Aye. Oropesa. Padilla. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Price. Aye. Romero. Aye. Runner. Smidian. Aye. Steinberg. Strickland. Walters. Wiggins. Wolk. Aye. Wright. Aye. Weiland. Aye. Yee. Yee, aye.
Call the absent members.
Blakesley. Aye. Cogdill. Correa. Denham. Dutton. Hollingsworth. Huff. Oropesa. Runner. Steinberg. Strickland. Walters. Wiggins.
Ayes 27, noes 0. The resolution is adopted.
Mr. President, I'd like to ask for immediate transmittal to the Assembly.
Immediate transmittal.
Thank you.
Without objection. Senator Blakesley, did you have an item at this time? And if so, what file item, please?
Thank you, Mr. President. File item number 144.
This is file item 144. And Senator, one moment, please, while we sort out our paperwork here.
Blakesley, of course. No.
I see you are no longer relying on Senator Kehoe as your floor manager, Senator. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. Then we'll ask the Secretary to read.
Assembly Bill 44 by then Assemblymember Blakesley, enacting to public improvements.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, this simple bill expands opportunities for installing solar facilities onto homes that are able to access PACE program revenues by doing the following. It allows the power purchase agreements or leases to be established between the homeowner and a third party. This is an innovative way to get these systems built as much as 25% cheaper than if they were installed by the homeowner themselves. These are typically 20-plus year leases, which include not only the installation, but also the maintenance throughout the life of the solar facilities and a guaranteed rate of performance so that the homeowner is sure to get the actual electrons that they're paying for. This measure is supported by NRDC, and I ask for your aye vote.
Debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none. Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Blakesley? Aye. Calderon? Aye. Cedillo? Aye. Cogdill? No. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Aye. Dutton? Aye. Emerson? Aye. Flores? Hancock? No. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Lowenthal? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? No. Romero? Aye. Runner? Semidian? Steinberg? Strickland? Walters? Wiggins? Wolk? Aye. Wright? Wyland? Aye. Yee? Yee aye. Correa aye.
Call the absent members.
Onnested? No. Denham? Flores? Hollingsworth? Liu? Aye. Oropesa? Runner? Aye. Semidian? Aye. Steinberg? Strickland? Walters? Wiggins? Wright? Wright aye.
Ayes 27, noes 4. The bill is passed. Senator Price, for what item, sir?
File item 14.
File item 14, members. This is under unfinished business. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 957 by Senator Price, an act relating to student financial aid.
Mr. President, members, I'm here to present Senate Bill 957, which is back for concurrence in Assembly amendments. 957 requires the California Student Aid Commission to strategically direct Cal Grant C funds to recipients seeking occupations with high employment demand, growth potential, high wages, or importance to California's strategic initiatives. Current law requires the Commission to administer the Cal Grant C funds to help students who are pursuing occupational and technical training with tuition, fees, and related costs. However, the current law is silent on how to best prioritize the awarding of Cal Grant C funds. SB 957 requires the SCAC give priority in granting Cal Grant C awards to students pursuing occupational or technical training in areas that meet at least 2 of the following criteria: high employment need, high employment salary or wage projections, or high employment growth. Additionally, 957 would require a CSAC to develop and regularly update the areas of occupational and technical training for which students may utilize Cal Grant C awards. This requirement will ensure alignment with the state's dynamic economic needs. The amendments taken in the Assembly were brought to me by the Republican caucus and strengthens the intent of the bill. The amendment requires the Student Aid Commission to publish and retain on its internet website a current list of those areas of occupational or technical training that meet the specified criteria set forth in SB 957. Members, it's an important measure that seeks to utilize Cal Grant C funds in a way that will provide the most economic benefit to our state, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none. Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Aye. Blakesley? Aye. Calderon? Aye. Cedillo? Aye. Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Aye. Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Dutton? Aye. Emerson? Aye. Flores? Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? I, Lou. I, Lowenthal. I, Negrete McLeod. Oropesa. Padilla. Negrete McLeod. I, Padilla. I, Pavley. I, Price. I, Romero. I, Runner. I, Smidian. I, Steinberg. Strickland. Walters. Wiggins. Wolk. I, Wright. I, Wyland. I, Yee. Yee, aye.
Ayes 30, noes 0. The bill. Ayes 30, noes 0. The Assembly amendments are concurred in.
Submit a letter to the Journal.
Letter to the Journal. Senator Price?
Yes. This letter has been cleared by both caucuses and simply states that while the California Student Aid Commission has recognized the implementation of SB 957 may result in some displacement of students attending certain programs and institutions, the current displacement estimates by the Commission are relatively low, approximately 10%. Furthermore, the letter states that it's not the intent of SB 957 that there be major displacement of existing Cal Grant C recipients, particularly for those students enrolling and completing programs at schools that have a strong track record and job placement. The letter states to the extent feasible under SB 957, the legislature recognizes the need for balance between institutions with a proven track record of job placement and meeting the demands of the statewide labor market by prioritizing Cal Grant C funds to students who are pursuing occupational training that meets the 3 criteria specified in 957. With that, Mr. President, I'd like to submit this letter.
Thank you, Senator Price. Let me look to both sides. Without objection, the letter will be printed in the Journal. Would you please bring forward the letter to the clerk at the desk? Without objection, so ordered. Senator Romero, for what purpose do you rise, Senator?
Committee announcement.
Please.
Members of the Education Committee, we will meet immediately upon adjournment in room 4203 for an informational hearing. I want to call to your attention that I did distribute to you this editorial in today's San Francisco Chronicle called The High Cost of Resistance. It explores the reasons why California did not receive funding for our application of Race to the Top. The informational hearing in part will address where we need to go in terms of further education reform immediately upon adjournment.
Thank you, Senator Romero. Members, if I could have your attention, if you're a member of the Committee on the Judiciary, the committee will meet immediately upon adjournment to take up one measure, and that measure is Assembly Bill 2059, Assembly Bill 2059 in Judiciary, immediately upon adjournment in room 3191. We have 2 more items before we wrap it up for the day. Senator Liu to be followed by Senator Padilla. Senator Liu, for what purpose?
Under motions and resolutions.
Under motions and resolutions, Senator.
File item 140, AB 925, to the inactive file at the request of the author.
Thank you very much, Senator. And Senator Padilla.
Item 171, please.
Item 171. One moment, please. 171, I believe, is not eligible. Let me check with the Secretary. This is file item 171. Senator, I'm advised that the measure has been re-referred to rules and is not therefore eligible to be taken up at this time.
Okay, thank you. If I, on behalf of Senator Wiggins, then request to submit a letter to the Journal, SB 131, which would allow wine growers to donate wine as well as monetary contribution to the San Francisco Symphony. This is a letter clarifying intent related to tied house laws and the Department of Alcohol Beverage Control.
Thank you. Without objection, let me look to both sides. There is no objection. Without objection, the letter will be submitted to and printed in the file. Please make sure that in the Journal. Please make sure that the clerk has a copy at the desk. Senator Yee, for what purpose do you rise?
163.
Senator, I'm sorry, but we're wrapping up for the day. Are there other items before we adjourn, members? We have special consent. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 1067, 1127, 1079, 1176, 1348, 1395, 1473, 1137, 1260, 1417, 1478, 1247, SCR 115, SB 938, 1069, 1250, 1402, 1408, 1481, 442, 270, 1058, 1363, 1380, 1494, 1437, 202, and 1004.
Members, without objection, we will substitute the unanimous roll call on all items on the special consent calendar. There is no objection. That will be ayes 32, noes 0. Assembly amendments are concurred in on special consent. Members, one moment, please. Senator Yee, for what purpose do you rise?
Motion resolutions.
Under motions and resolutions, Senator.
Request of the author, AB 999, to the inactive.
Without objection, so ordered. Members, the Senate will be in recess until 4:30, at which time the adjournment motion will be made. We will reconvene Friday at 10 a.m., tomorrow at 10 a.m., and as you heard earlier, the courtesy of placing measures on call will be extended so that those who are planning to attend services may do so. Without objection, we stand in recess.